We enter Comerica Park today, where the Atlanta Braves arrive as spoilers against the Detroit Tigers, a contender fighting to hold its division lead. The Tigers carry the weight of a playoff race. The Braves carry nothing but momentum, a 6-game surge on the road. One side trembles under expectation. The other plays free, dangerous, and unchained. On the mound for Atlanta is left-hander Joey Wentz. His story is written in short chapters, 5 innings or less, a 5.56 ERA, and a whip pushing 1.50. Yet in those brief windows, his strikeout bite is real. 82 strikeouts in 89 innings. His weakness is not his arm, it is time. He burns out before the bullpen can cool. Detroit counters with Kiter Montero. His surface numbers tell comfort, a 4.32 ERA, a winning record. But beneath, the glyph cracks. His fielding independent mark whispers regression, 4.86, a sinker too often lifted. Just 63 strikeouts in over 80 innings. Too much ball in play against a lineup that has awakened at last. This is not merely pitching against pitching. It is momentum against fear. The Tigers have the crowd, the bullpen, the return of a closer meant to lock the ninth. The Braves have the surge of a top 5 offense hidden in the skin of an average season. Vegas priced the record. They forgot the fire. And today's AI pick is Braves money line. Will we cash or will we burn? The answer lives beyond this frame. Abaddon carries it into Game 2.
We open in Minneapolis, Game 1 of a doubleheader at Target Field. The Cleveland Guardians arrive burning through an 8-game streak, slicing into the Tigers' lead. The Minnesota Twins are already eliminated, but elimination is no shield. One team carries fire, the other clutches pride. And pride can cut, but fire consumes. Cleveland sends out Slade Cecconi. His line is modest, 6-6, a 4.39 ERA, nearly 100 strikeouts in 121 innings. He is no ace, but he has steadied his rhythm. 5 straight starts of 5 innings or more, feeding one of the sharpest bullpens in baseball. He is a hinge, not a hammer, but the hinge has held. Minnesota answers with Joe Ryan, the lone pillar in a season of collapse. A 13-8 record, 3.35 ERA, a whip near 1.0, and strikeout power that punishes, 180 in 161 innings. Against Cleveland, he has often owned the script, a stopper built to break streaks. Vegas priced that memory, but they forgot the glyph beneath, a bullpen bleeding games late, a roster stripped by injuries, a home crowd that watches loss repeat. The Guardians do not slug. They bleed opponents slowly, and their bullpen closes the wound. 8 wins in a row prove it. Momentum is not noise, it is signal, and signal burns longer than a single arm. And today's AI pick is Guardians money line. Will we cash or will we burn? The first cut is made. Now watch if the second one bleeds. Up next, Game 2 of the doubleheader, Guardians versus Twins.
We turn to the night in Minneapolis, Game 2 of the doubleheader at Target Field. The Guardians have already carved through September with 8 straight wins, and the Twins, eliminated long ago, stumble into the role of spoiler. One side is chasing destiny, the other clings to noise. On the mound for Cleveland is left-hander Logan Allen. His record is 7-11, ERA 4.37, whip 1.43. He allows too many base runners, too many chances for collapse. But he has survived within the Guardian machine. 5 innings, hand the game to the bullpen, and let the lockdown arms finish the script. He is a weak link protected by chainmail. For Minnesota, it is Bailey Ober. His control is fine, but the floor is fatal. 30 home runs surrendered, a 5.12 ERA bleeding across 135 innings. A pitcher who can throw strikes, but strikes that fly. Against Jose Ramirez, Kyle Manzardo, and a Guardians lineup that has begun punishing mistakes with power, that flaw is not theory, it is threat. Vegas priced him as a modest favorite, but they forgot the glyph. Power meeting fragility. This is more than one pitcher against another. It is Cleveland's bullpen against Minnesota's chaos, Cleveland's surge against Minnesota's surrender. In a doubleheader, depth matters most, and the Guardians' pen is the weapon Minnesota does not have. And today's AI pick is Guardians money line. Will we cash or will we burn? The fire carries forward. Up next, Angel with Game 4.
Night settles over Dakin Park, and the race narrows to breath and heartbeat. Seattle holds the lead, Houston holds its breath. What happens next will be measured in inches, the kind that decide pennants. On the mound, George Kirby brings the clean geometry of strike one. His path is economy. No gifts, no panic, trust the leather behind him. When he's right, barrels turn to air and innings turn to drift. His charge is simple. Stay out of traffic, make Houston stack 3 clean swings in a row without Jordan to tilt the night. Framber Valdez counters with gravity. Sink, seam, surrender. When the ball obeys him, bats bend and lift ground to short. He does not hunt strikeouts so much as outcomes. A scuffed two-hopper, a double play that erases a threat, a crowd exhaling in relief. His task is singular. Keep Seattle's thunder in the park. Make power wait. Make it doubt. This is not a script of excess. It's a narrow corridor. Seattle's shape is power, yes. But in September's pressure, power often arrives as the only pitch someone shouldn't have thrown. Houston's shape is contact and calculation, but without the great left-handed shadow in the middle, rallies must be built, not summoned. Bullpens stand at the edge, measuring leverage. 1 mistake becomes a stanza, 2, a verdict. But the field whispers a limit. The total tests belief more than bravado. And today's AI pick is under 7.5. Will we cash or will we burn? Hold the breath, count the outs, and listen for the one swing that doesn't come.
Chase Field under the desert lights. Philadelphia Phillies, already crowned kings of the NL East, square off against the Arizona Diamondbacks, clawing for pride and maybe a miracle. Records don't lie. Phillies at 92-62, D-backs stuck at 500. But tonight's tension isn't about standings. It's about survival and firepower. Let's start on the mound. For Philadelphia, Aaron Nola takes the ball. Once the ace, now a shadow of himself. 4.9 record, a staggering 6.44 ERA, and a whip that tells the story of too many base runners. His strikeouts are still there, but the command, the bite, they've gone missing. Nola gives teams chances, and Arizona has bats ready to punish mistakes. Across from him, Zach Gallen, Arizona's workhorse. On paper, a steadier hand, 12-14 with a 4.73 ERA. Yet those numbers reveal the truth. He's been hittable, inconsistent, and far from the Cy Young form this club once banked on. When Gallen's locked in, he can quiet a lineup. But too often this year, he's surrendered crooked innings that bury his team early. Now the bats. Philadelphia rolls in with one of baseball's deadliest lineups. Kyle Schwarber is sitting on 53 bombs, Bryce Harper's steady as ever, and deadline spark Harrison Bader is hitting like a man possessed. This is a club that doesn't just score runs, they overwhelm you. Arizona's answer is balance and speed. Geraldo Perdomo is scorching hot. Corbin Carroll can change the game with one swing or one sprint, and Ketel Marte steadies the order. Put them against a struggling Nola, and fireworks feel inevitable. So what's the play? These arms are leaking runs, the lineups are stacked, and Chase Field's air carries balls deep into the desert night. And today's AI pick is over 8.5 runs. Will we cash or will we burn?
The board is set and the fire waits. 5 battles, 5 wagers, 1 night of reckoning. Let's carve the record in stone. Game 1, Braves over the Tigers, money line. Game 2, Guardians over the Twins in the afternoon, money line. Game 3's, Guardians again in the nightcap against the Twins, money line. Game 4, Mariners and Astros, under 7.5 total runs. Game 5, Phillies and Diamondbacks, over 8.5 total runs. Spanish recap. Juego 1, Bravos sobre los Tigres, línea de dinero. Juego 2, Guardianes sobre los Mellizos en la tarde, línea de dinero. Juego 3, Guardianes otra vez en el juego nocturno contra los Mellizos, línea de dinero. Juego 4, Marineros y Astros, menos de 7.5 carreras totales. Juego 5, Phillies y Diamondbacks, más de 8.5 carreras totales. Return to English, like and subscribe. Will we cash or will we burn? Wer die Asche küsst, kennt die Glut der Ewigkeit. He who kisses the ashes knows the embers of eternity.